Dude, I got Comic-Con coming up here in a few weeks.
I know. Are you excited?
I am beyond
Even though
stoked.
no one's going.
Yeah, because all the major people, but Hannah and I were like planning out our days.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Barbie tickets. I got my Oppenheimer tickets. I got to see them 2 days apart, unfortunately.
But you get to see Oppenheimer in the 70mm.
Yes, I am going to see Oppenheimer in 70mm. Oh, which reminds me, the show, not next week, the week after, will be virtual because I will be in San Diego.
All right.
But we'll still have a little something for you guys. And the out-of-the-theater reviews are probably going to be inconsistent. We haven't thought about what we're going to do about that yet, but we'll figure it out.
Maybe you get none. Maybe you get one. Maybe we
you get
each
4.
Maybe we each record one individually, and it's one long video.
Yeah.
TBD.
You'll
see.
TBD. Yes, indeed. But we have a fun show for you guys today. There's really one story to talk about. It's a batshit story. People who've listened to our show for any period of time knows that every now and then there comes a time where one of us will text the other one in all caps, open this trade immediately.
Yes.
Which just means that there's a story that's going to blow our minds.
So past examples have been when they announced Jamie Foxx is going to be in No Way Home.
Yeah.
That was run on Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
Official confirmation.
Yeah.
And same thing when it was confirmed that Alfred Molina would return as Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That was another big one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Armor Wars, The War Machine.
It becoming a movie.
That was one you sent me.
Yeah.
Well, that happened again this week.
Oh, did it
you
happen?
Take it here.
And not only did it happen, it happened in a way where I got the text from Nick in all caps saying, open Hollywood Reporter right now.
Yeah.
And I mentally prepared. I was like, all right, what am I about to see?
Yeah.
Like what is this? It's going to be something huge. Even with preparation, even knowing I'm about to see something batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Did not fucking prepare me for what I opened up and saw.
Not at all.
It was so fucking crazy. You guys, Jennifer Garner is going to return as Elektra in Deadpool 3. This is fucking insane. And it confirms a lot of theories that we had about the movie with it being a multiverse movie. She hasn't played Elektra in over 20 fucking years.
So for those who might not be familiar with this as a concept,
please, go on.
In 2004, there was a Daredevil movie. 2003.
I believe it was 3. Oh, let's find out who was right.
On Valentine's Day 2003,
Absolutely.
you and your loved one could go see Daredevil starring Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner.
Yes.
And in this movie, Ben Affleck plays the titular hero, Daredevil, and Jennifer Garner. Were they married or dating at that time?
That's where they met.
That's where they met, was Elektra.
Yeah.
It is a great movie.
It is not.
It is fantastic.
It is not a great movie.
I love
it
so much.
I've not seen the director's cut. And I've heard the director's cut's actually not bad.
That's the only one I've seen. And I loved it.
So I haven't seen that one.
So Jennifer Garner will be Elektra, and I believe after that she got a solo movie.
In 2005, she got a spin-off movie as
Yes.
Elektra, yes.
And now, some 20 years later, she's back.
Yeah. By the way, the Elektra movie, she's great both times. But the Elektra movie is almost Catwoman bad.
You know, I've never seen the Halle Berry Catwoman.
Oh, dude, it's so awful. It's so bad, dude.
Are they both worse than Daredevil?
Yes. Like Catwoman is almost The Room bad.
Oh, wow.
Almost. Because The Room is so bad that it's good. And Catwoman's not good.
Catwoman's just bad.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, let's not get distracted by the fact that this is crazy news. But it makes sense because Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds worked with her on the Atom Project.
Yes.
And they also worked with Mark Ruffalo, by the way. And who famously fights in the comics that we haven't seen yet, Wolverine and Hulk. By the way, I'm just throwing that out there. No confirmation on him yet. But, so we have confirmation of Hugh Jackman. We have confirmation of Jennifer Garner. Fucking Ben Affleck's in this movie. He has to be in this movie. He has to be in the movie. And before you go saying, like, oh, they're divorced, they co-parent just fine.
Oh, yeah. They co-parent the shit out of those kids.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
And Ben Affleck likes to have fun. That's what I've learned about Ben Affleck. he did The Flash. He was like, that looks fun. And then they were like, hey, we got Jennifer to do Elektra. You want to come be Daredevil? He goes, no. And they're like, for Deadpool. And he was like, okay, I'll come do
like,
it.
For what? Oh, Deadpool? You're immediately going to die. Sold.
I'm in.
That's all I need.
No, but like, this is not confirmed, by the way, Ben Affleck, but like, I'm saying he's totally in the movie.
I feel like you don't get Elektra without that.
I agree.
And you don't get either of them unless you bring back Colin Farrell as Bullseye.
Dude, I will cheer loudly.
I don't remember if he dies
he's
or
in the
not,
movie.
but there's multiverse.
It doesn't matter.
There's time travel shenanigans. Go to a point where he's in Ireland.
Exactly.
Which is still you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
That's the funniest part of the movie.
Yes.
Where Colin Farrell said he wants to keep his Irish accent, so they call him and he's in Ireland.
Yeah.
And then he flies to New York.
Yes. And he kills that old person on the plane.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That movie's incredible.
By the way, slight tangent, Michael Clark Duncan was fucking great as the Kingpin.
He was very good.
He
as
was
Kingpin.
awesome as the Kingpin.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get down to the brass tacks here. This movie is going to be fucking wild.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear, first of all, what are your thoughts on Jennifer Garner coming back? And two, do you have any opinions or theories as to what the fuck else is going on here?
Here's what I love about it. I like this concept where if Daredevil's in it, right? And I genuinely think they're going to be doing some play on Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, the famous comic where Deadpool just starts killing all the Marvel heroes. I think there's going to be a play on that where he's just killing the Fox Universe characters. So I do think we're going to have a lot of the original X-Men. Like, we're going to see James Marsden back. We're going to see Famke Jensen, you know, all that original crew. I think we even might get some of the OG Fantastic Four, you know, Michael Chiklis, Jessica Alba.
By the way, none of this is officially confirmed, but
no.
But we're saying
This
we
is my
fully
speculation.
believe that this will happen in the movie. Yeah.
And what I love about this concept is those movies, critically and fan-wise, were always very mixed. And I love this idea of this almost sort of reverse fan service, where it's like, you know, you see The Flash and they're bringing back Michael Keaton, or you get, spoilers for The Flash, like Nick Cage's Superman. Like, there's these certain levels of fan service where it's like, and they're like, no, we're getting fucking Daredevil, we're getting Elektra, we're getting all of them. Hell, put Miles Teller, Fantastic Four in there.
They were all made by Fox. And this just hit me now.
Go on.
Deadpool, obviously a very self-aware character.
Yeah.
There's going to be a moment where he's telling the audience that he's trying to save or trying to kill, whatever the situation, like the Fox characters. And we're going to see him interact with the X-Men, and then we might get the Fantastic Four surprise. And then he's going to look at the camera and go, there's one more movie that we forgot about. And then it's going to cut to the Daredevil universe, and Evanescence is going to play. you know that's going to happen. Famously, they played in that movie the Save Me,
Wake Me Up. I would love for there to be this sort of other layer to it too, where they do the X-Men kills the Marvel Universe storyline, but it's the Fox Universe. But I would love it to be like he realizes something's going on and is like, I'm going to prove them all wrong.
Yeah.
They laughed at me. They wouldn't let me join their fancy little gang.
Yeah.
I'm going to save their asses.
Yeah.
And he sets out on this venture to save the Fox Universe, but inevitably ends up destroying it. I would love that.
Like the X-Force.
Exactly. No, I mean, I think this is I'm very interested to see what, because they're announcing this on Hollywood Reporter, it makes me feel like she has a very extended cameo role.
An extended cameo. I don't think she's in, like, as much as, like, Hugh Jackman's going to be in the movie.
Well, I think Hugh Jackman's, like, co-lead, right?
Yeah, but I don't think she's a blink and you'll miss it either.
No.
You know?
Almost like a Keaton.
Yeah.
Maybe a step down.
Yeah. I think slightly less than Keaton.
Iron Man and Homecoming.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
All right, I'll take it. I feel like she'll have more screen time than like Ben Affleck or something.
Yeah, I think Ben Affleck is there for a second.
Yeah, I think most of them, probably the OGs, are.
I hope we get a scene with Ben Affleck and Blind Owl. That would be amazing.
I'm very excited for this movie.
Me too. Oh, me too.
And they're not doing multiverse shenanigans, right? It's probably strictly more time travel shenanigans.
Oh, it's multiverse shenanigans.
Yeah.
How would you get Jennifer Gardner if it's not multiverse shenanigans?
You say that they were in the Fox X-Men universe.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be multiverse shenanigans because guess who was spotted in London and was taking pictures with fans?
Who?
Owen Wilson.
Wow. Oh, Mobia. Oh, shit. Guys, watch Loki, apparently.
I think some serious shit is going on.
Oh, well, that would make sense because at the end of Deadpool 2, he has all the time travel.
And he's fucking up the timelines.
Oh, yeah.
So TVA comes in.
Not that the X-Men timelines were ever fucked to begin with.
Yeah, right. Continuity, schmontinuity. But, dude, I'm fucking amped for this movie. It's going to be so awesome.
And I really do like Sean Levy's movie. I wasn't a huge fan of the Adam Project.
Adam Project was okay.
But everything else, like, I love Real Steel.
Can I tell you something?
Real Steel is such a good movie.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Real Steel? Guys, watch Real Steel.
I loved Free Guy.
It's live action Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and it's great.
I loved Free Guy.
Free Guy's very good.
And, yeah.
His drama, he has a drama called This Is Where I Leave You.
Okay.
Fantastic
I need to see that, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm excited. This news, like, I was already amped for Deadpool 3 because of Deadpool and Wolverine. with batshit stuff like this, it's skyrocketed to like my number one anticipated movie of next year.
You know what my favorite part about this is too? Just Deadpool's famous marketing. They're not going to show shit from this movie.
No.
You're going to have no idea who's in this, what's going on this whole movie.
Although the production company, Maximum Effort,
Yeah.
already tweeted out a picture of Jennifer Gardner.
Did they really?
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
Like on set?
No, just like,
Oh, just, hey,
yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm excited.
I am beyond excited. I cannot wait for this. What do you guys think of Jennifer Gardner being confirmed for Deadpool 3, and what theories do you have about all of that going on? Let us know in the comments below. As we move on to the B-roll section of our show, we have a very short B-roll section, but we still had a couple things we wanted to bring to you guys' attention. Nick, what's up on the B-roll?
Our first B-roll, Ryan Murphy, who currently has 3 shows in production, has threatened to sue the Writers Guild strike captain. Sorry, I'm trying to find like the actual bulk of it. The flap started June 21st when Late, a former Law & Order SVU showrunner and playwright, alleged in a tweet that crew members on Murphy's American Horror Story had told him they'll be blackballed if in Murphyland if they don't cross the Writer Guild picket lines. At the time, a spokesperson Murphy called Late's tweet absolute nonsense and categorically false. It's basically someone saying that he is breaking WGA rules and threatening the writers on his current shows, and he's saying no, and they're still alleging it, and he goes, okay, I'll sue you.
Yeah. We'll see where this goes.
And let's see where this goes.
Yeah, and I think it was the right move. From what everything I've read, whatever was alleged was basically it was bad taste to tweet, because hearing someone say, "Oh, I heard someone say on set that if they don't cross the picket lines, they're blackballed from Murphyland," and then tweeting that as a story, without doing the journalism work is
your due diligence.
Yeah. So I think that's just what happened, and Murphy was like, "That's not true at all. What the fuck?" So, yeah. It was, when he sued him, it like raised eyebrows, like, "Oh, like what's going on?" And then it was just that, but it was still interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. And our last story, there's another one. Simu Liu says Marvel's Shang-Chi sequel keeps getting pushed back. Now, originally, this was supposed to be coming out between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. There is no official date for it.
Yeah.
He's just saying, like, it keeps swapping.
Yeah.
It might be here. It might be here. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the big...
Basically, that just makes me sad because I want to see Shang-Chi too.
Yeah.
But
is that TV show still happening?
Wonder Man? Oh, the one with the 10 rings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wonder Man's filming, right?
Yeah.
It stopped.
Yeah, but it was filming, yeah.
Interesting.
How about that?
Well,
Either way, good for Dustin Daniel Cretton. He deserves the world.
Yes, he does. That's it for the B-roll.
That's it for the B-roll. So, guys, you know what that means. It's time to move on to the box office.
Prediction time.
What were our predictions last week, Nicholas?
All right, Dalton, you had Indiana Jones at the Dial of Destiny, Joyride, Insidious 5, Elemental, and Spider-Verse. I had Indiana Jones, Insidious 5, Joyride, Elemental, and Spider-Verse. So you and I just swapped
right.
Joyride and Insidious.
Right. I need you to strap in for this one, bud.
Oh, boy. Hit me with it.
This is so fucking ridiculous, dude. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Coming in number 1, Insidious, The Red Door.
No shit.
Making $32.6 million.
Holy fuck.
Patrick Wilson.
Good
for the
him.
win, Patrick Wilson.
We love Patrick Wilson.
I still need to see it.
Congratulations,
Yes,
sir. I've heard it's not good.
You've made your money. That's what I care about.
Horror is inevitable.
They never learn their lesson, Nicholas. Ever.
Just keep making horror.
Coming in second, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, dropping 56% to an average drop.
Not bad.
Making another $26.5 million.
I really thought with the word of mouth coming out around that one that would have been lower.
Yeah, no.
Good for that.
Average drop. Coming in third was Sound of Freedom, the new human trafficking movie starring Jim Caviezel, and it made $18.2 million in its opening weekend. Coming in fourth, Elemental, making $9.6 million, only dropping 21%. And coming in fifth, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, making $8 million in its sixth week. Joyride came in sixth with $5.8 million, followed by No Hard Feelings with 5.2, only dropping 33% from week 2 to week 3.
Joyride only made $5 million opening?
Yep.
Oh,
but with good word of mouth, if it makes $5 million every weekend, that's fine.
That's true.
We just have to see how it does.
Yeah, but you got Mission Impossible, Barbie, Oppenheimer. It's going to get flooded.
But it's also counter-programmed.
Fair. I guess.
So we'll have to see. And I don't think it has as much marketing as No Hard Feelings had.
That, and I would say Jennifer Lawrence is a very common household name.
That is true. That is true.
I wouldn't necessarily, like Stephanie Sue, I think has become one.
Yeah, but it's, not as popular out front.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great movie, though. You guys should go watch it.
Absolutely.
Hilarious movie. Let's dive into these numbers a little bit more, shall we? I'm going to do Insidious last because I'm going to do all the movies. Let's dive into Indiana Jones first here.
Yes.
Worldwide has now made $247. It'll cross $250 soon. Not enough for the $300 million price that it made. It's going to end up being a money loser, but it won't be as bad as some recent other blockbusters we've seen. I'm looking at you, The Flash.
Do you know that someone pointed out on Twitter, Black Widow, with its day and date VOD release, made $100 million more than Flash did.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a time!
Sound of Freedom, total domestic has made $40 million. I guess it opened in the middle of the week last week, which is why the 18 opening. And I don't have a budget for it. Let me see what its budget was. 14.5. So that's profitable right there. Good for Sound of Freedom. Elemental, coming in fourth, has now made $251 million worldwide. It's staying in that top 5. It's only made 1.3 times the budget back, though, with that $200 million price tag. It is a big number. And Spider-Man, sticking around in the top 5, has now made $642 million. It's going to cross $650. Insane success that movie is having.
That's fantastic.
I'm also going to dive into Joyride, which has only opened domestically, so it still has that 5.8 million number. What was its budget? Let me see. So I'm seeing in a couple different places that it was around 30 million. So if it sticks around and makes consistent money, it'll be good. If it has a big drop, that's bad. No Hard Feelings has made $67 million worldwide on a budget of 45. So it's 1.5 times. It's on its way to profitability if it can remain up in there. We'll see. It might get drowned out with all the stuff coming out, but like I said, counter-programming, you never know. And lastly, I do want to take a quick look at Transformers Rise of the Beast, which has now crossed $400 million worldwide. You get a sequel. I don't make the rules. And I wanted to get a sequel.
Wait, we will get a sequel?
I mean, I was just saying, like, 400 million, you get a sequel.
Oh, yes, as they should.
It's made 2.1 times the budget. It might be a slight money loser, but I don't think they're looking at that as necessarily a bad thing. And
even if you didn't see that movie, if you hype up what the next movie is, I feel like that catches on immediately.
I agree also. And deliver on that, because if you don't... Yeah. By the way, Past Lives has only made $8 million, but I feel like it wasn't made for that much money. So I can't find the Past Lives budget, but it's made $8 million so far, and it's only opened domestically. And for it's a small A24 movie, that makes sense. And it's also been, I think, opening in more theaters as it goes.
Yeah.
And lastly, I want to look at The Flash before we dive into the Insidious films. The Flash is probably going to leave theaters next week after 4 weeks. Has with the worldwide box office total of 261, so it made less than Black Adam, and it made more than Shazam 2.
Okay,
there you go.
That's something.
Yep, and I can't wait for I hope Blue Beetle makes more. That would be great. If Blue Beetle made more. That would be funny. But let's dive into the Insidious movie, shall we?
Let's do it. I think I've only seen the first Insidious.
Really? I've only seen the first 2. I haven't seen 3 or 4.
No, I think just 1, yeah. But God, do I love that Patrick Wilson.
Listen, we fucking love Patrick Wilson here. So the first Insidious movie was made on a production budget of $1.5 million. Directed by James Wan. Written by Lee Winnell, the Saw team.
Hell yeah.
And it opened up to $13 million. And made $99 million worldwide. So it made about 66 times its budget back.
Christ.
Jason Blum, baby. That's how it goes. Insidious Chapter 2, also James Wan and Lee Winnell, was made on a budget of $5 million. Ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
Opened to 40 and made worldwide box office of 161. So it made 32.4 times its budget back. They never learn their lessons with horror. They never do. Insidious Chapter 3, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the directorial debut of Leigh Whannell. I could be wrong about that. Was made for a budget of $10 million. Ho-ho. Opened to $22 million. Made 120 worldwide to make 12 point times its budget back. Still doing great. Insidious The Last Key, which was the fourth film, was made for $10 million once again. Opened to $29 million.
It's already profitable.
And made a worldwide total of 172.
Christ.
So it made 17.3 times its budget back. And currently, Insidious The Red Door, the newest film, which brings back the OG cast.
Oh, they're not through all of them.
No, I think they stop after 2, which is why I stopped watching.
Fair.
And because James Wan left. And I didn't know if Leigh Whannell was going to be a good director, so now I need to go back and watch 3. Insidious The Red Door. Let me see what the budget was. 16.
Money in the bank.
Insidious The Red Door was made at a budget of $16 million.
So the highest budget to date.
Yes. Good for you, Patrick Wilson.
Hell yeah.
And
for
has,
a directorial debut, too.
Yeah. And has made 32 in its opening weekend. It's also opened overseas, and worldwide, it has a box office total of $64 million.
Oh, so it's already made money.
It's
gone.
Profitable. Thank God. I love Patrick Wilson. I'm so glad the movie's making money.
With a 50% drop, it's still getting 15 next week, if it's a 50% drop.
It's easily profitable.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to 5, maybe 6 times its money back.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I love Jason Blum. I love James Wan. I love Leigh Whannell. I love
horror.
Patrick Wilson, and I love horror. Absolutely. That's all I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah.
I still need to watch it. And even if I hate the movie, I'm watching it out of solidarity with Patrick Wilson because I love that man.
It's like seeing Fool's Paradise all over again.
Yes. I'm really proud of the movie. Like, I gotta say, I've never seen it. I'm happy that he's finding success because honestly, that's what determines if you get to make more movies.
Yeah.
Even if it's not always your fault. Because to me, I've always read it as a big opening weekend is how good your marketing is.
Mm-hmm.
The drop from week 1 to week 2 is how good your movie is.
Mm-hmm.
There's other factors with that too, like what else is coming out, things like that. But like all you can do as a director is make the best movie you possibly can. You can't convince people to go see it through marketing. That's not your job.
Mm-hmm. So
how many times have you seen a movie open really high and you're like, that movie's a piece of shit?
Yeah.
And how many times have you seen a great movie that makes no money? You know, so
The Flash, Past Lives.
Yeah, right. But also it's a testament, but it usually always falls on the director, the finances. They're either the scapegoat or the one to praise, and sometimes it's misplaced.
Yeah.
I believe. But either way, happy for Patrick Wilson. Happy for that franchise. What a highly successful franchise that's been.
Yeah, right. Surprisingly so.
But yeah, we got a lot more coming down the pipeline, and it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. You got Mission Impossible next week?
Yes, we do.
That'll be
I'm
fun.
seeing it. By the time the episode airs, I would have already seen it, but I'm seeing it again that Thursday.
Hell yeah.
It'll be awesome. It will be awesome. But I think that's all we got. Oh, we got to do our predictions.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Ooh, if Mission Impossible's opening tomorrow or Monday, how's it going to do on the weekend?
Yeah, but nothing's coming out with it. All right, then I'll go first. Call me nutty. Mission Impossible, Insidious, Indiana Jones, Sound of Freedom, Elemental.
Okay. I think everyone who saw Sound of Freedom has already seen it. So I'm going to go Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Insidious. Indiana Jones. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Joyride.
Oh. You think Joyride's going to get an uptick?
I think it's going to make $5 million again.
Intriguing. So you have Mission, Insidious, Indy, Spider-Verse, Joyride.
Yes.
I like it.
Hey, Sound of Freedom could stay in there. I'm just assuming that it's like the anime films where like that audience who wanted to go see it has seen it and then they have huge drops.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but hey, it could stick in there. It's been getting not bad reviews.
It was just high, and I know it opened early, so it got a little more time, but it's very high, and even with a 50% drop off, it's still 9 million.
Yeah.
Which is about what the fourth place is.
Yeah.
So I'm gambling on that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
we will see what happens. And I think that's all we had for the show today.
It is.
All right. Well, with that down, I've been Dalton Burdett.
I've been Nick Ericchio.
We'll see you on the next episode.